we awaken, our Creator greeting us, welcoming us to the world, and telling us how we are one of His greatest creations, and we will be one of His greatest tools for destruction. Gamma is the first time that we play and see the POV of an Eggman robot, and it is truly depressing. It serves as a great showing for just how cruel and spiteful Dr. Eggman can be in any adaptation, and it is truly horrifying. It honestly makes you wonder, how come more Eggman robots before haven't defected? Gamma's stages are most similar to that of the mech stages from Sonic Adventure 2. That being, instead of clunky platforming controls, we actually run through kind of Sonic-esque stages, and every time we get together an action chain and shoot a bunch of enemies or objects, instead of increasing our score, we actually increase our time in the level, as the timer is counting down as opposed to counting up in every other character's story. After Gamma seeing the horrors of Eggman's cruelty and watching as his brothers were essentially just blown up in front of his eyes and seeing one of them completely disassembled and being repurposed into something else, Gamma decides to turn on Eggman after freeing Amy Rose from the now crashing egg carrier. With Stage 3 of Gamma's story onwards, we switch from completing objectives for Eggman to actually completing our own new primary function, that being to save the E-Series robots. And by save, of course, I mean brutally murder them, and then free the little animals inside. Sadly, however, this does lead to Gamma's death at the end of his story after his final boss fight against E-101 Beta, as after defeating the robot in the robot's final acts of, I guess, fuck you to Gamma, he then shoots Gamma in the back, leading to Gamma's destruction, freeing the little bird, which then directly correlates to Amy's story, as Amy's story ends with her finding the little bird's family, which conveniently was Gamma and Beta. So it's sad, actually, but it's still very sweet at the same time. I don't know. I have so many confused emotions, especially in that scene where I started questioning if Gamma was going to kill himself if he didn't die fighting Beta. Ugh. A lot of weird things going on with that story. But no matter how janky and weird and unpolished the game may be, no matter how goofy the presentation of the story of Sonic Adventure may be, one thing is for certain, Sega clearly cared about Gamma. Yes, the presentation isn't the best, but still, Sega cared, and I hope that Gamma finally does find peace with who he is.